Dating Confessions is intended for immature listeners over the age of 18. This podcast is NSFW, and listener discretion is strongly advised. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Jack.
And this is Dating Confessions,
The podcast where you send us your dating and relationship stories, we share them, and then we discuss them.
If you would like to be part of an upcoming episode of Dating Confessions, just go to our website, confessionspod.com, submit your dating or relationship story to us, and then remember to listen to our podcast every Friday.
Hello, Alice, and welcome back to our Wonderland.
Oh, my name's Alice now?
Well, I didn't want to say, hey, Alicia, welcome back to our Wonderland.
You could have. I like that better. We should make a new Wonderland. Alicia in Wonderland.
Alicia in Wonderland?
Yeah. It has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
I don't know, Alice is just so good.
Okay, I'll be Alice for today.
Okay.
And I'm glad to be back in Wonderland.
Good, me too.
Wonderland is like one of my favorite places.
I do want to take a little second to welcome our new member, I Put Out. So if you want to become a member, get bonus episodes, ad-free episodes, visit our website, confessionspod.com. We have a forum chat room with a private chat.
Nice. Well, shout out to our new member, I Hook Up. Thank you for being part of the Dating Confessions posse. So,
yes.
How was your week?
Not bad. Not bad. Got some really good submissions.
Good. That's always good.
Can't wait to talk about some of these stories.
Yeah. Me neither.
What about you?
I had a pretty good week. It was really good. But are we going to talk about the issue at hand?
What issue? What are you talking about?
Well, I had heard that there were some pickup artists who were not so happy with our episode last week. Matter of fact, I heard they were mad.
Why were they mad? Did they send us emails?
Yes, they did.
Oh, were those the ones that I left unopened for a reason?
Possibly.
So you just went in there and opened them up to see what they said?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
No, they were offended.
Were they?
Yeah.
What is there to be offended about? You manipulate women into fucking you.
I mean, according to them, I guess they don't see it that way. I mean, I see it that way, but I don't know.
You devalue the woman to make yourself look better so you can get into her pants. That is your whole thing. What the fuck? And you call it artistry. That's no artistry. So I guess they want an apology, right?
I was going to say, is this the part where we fake apologize?
I guess. So to all the professional pickup artists out there, I'm sorry that you have to fucking devalue women to get laid and then pretend you're doing something good for humanity.
That's what you're sorry about.
I'm sorry. But on another note, though, if there are any pickup artists who actually want to come on the podcast, I would be glad to talk about it.
Yeah, I want to talk to you guys too. Hey, that is a hella good idea.
So if you're a professional pickup artist, quote unquote.
Wow.
But if any professional pickup artist would like to come on the show and talk to me about their pickup game, I'd be more than happy to discuss it with you. Send me an email, confessionswithjack@gmail.com, or go to our website, confessionspod.com. Hit me up on the forum.
You guys heard it here first. Let's make this happen.
So, enough apologizing to losers. Let's get on with today's show.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so how many first dates do you know of that
50. 42.
You're like one of those people on Family Feud who pushes the buzzer too early before you even hear the question, and then you throw out some random ass stupid answer that has nothing to do with the question.
You watched my episode of Family Feud?
Anyway, what I was going to say is, how many first dates do you know of that involve a visit to McDonald's that end well?
50.
50.
Yeah. No, that ended, what do you mean by ended well? Ended in getting laid or ended in a second date?
Either or.
Half a dozen.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty high number. So anyway, this submission, this girl said that the guy shows up. Okay, first of all, he's an hour late. Again, that's just rude and disrespectful. Like, if you can't respect someone's time, you're just a trash person. And
you shouldn't, yeah.
Yeah. So that's number one. But she said that they drove through McDonald's. So they didn't even go inside. They went through the drive-through.
Hold on. Was she waiting at McDonald's in her car for him? And then they just went through drive-through?
Yeah. 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 Well, and then...
Jesus fuck.
And then he just casually asks her, oh yeah, by the way, do you want anything? Because I guess she got in his car.
Off the dollar menu.
Probably. You're probably right. So she was like, you know what? I'm good. Well, then he orders his food. Then she said he drove them to a park. It was dark. It was after dark. So they drive to this park. They park the car. And he just looks at her and he's like, yeah, I brought condoms. I've got condoms.
I got condoms.
Okay. For what? What do you need a condom for right now? So
eat your food, bitch.
At that point, she said that she had it, and she was like, you know what, you need to take me back to my car now. And he did, and that was the end of that.
If I were her, I would have got up at one of the two windows that they offer in drive-thru.
Yeah.
And said, I'm going back to my car. Yeah. You can't even offer me, you half-ass offer to buy something for me.
Exactly.
Off the dollar menu.
Well, and then you can't even go inside. Like, come on. And then he just assumed
that she was going to put out?
Yeah.
Because she waited an hour? If I make her wait an hour...
she'll want me even more. I got to build the tension, build the suspense. No. Isn't that crazy?
That's kind of insane. Super, super fucked up. But yeah.
I can't even imagine that. So, thank you for that submission. I'm glad you got out of there. You probably should have gotten out of there earlier, but hey, I'm glad you got out of there.
Alicia, have you ever had like amazing sex with someone? Like so amazing that you just wanted to say, hey, I have had the most amazing sex with you?
Yeah, like you just want to thank them for it. You just want to take a moment and say, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, no, I have.
So the other day I got this email. And I opened it up and it was from somebody who sent me an e-card through getcheekycards.com. And it was a thank you.
Ooh.
And what it said was, thanks for not making me fake it. Let's do it again.
I like that. Classy. I love it.
So I went to getcheekycards.com, checked out all their cards. They are funny as hell. They have a sex section. They have a breakup section. They have...
nice.
They have a happy birthday section. But they're funny as hell, you know? So check out getcheekycards.com. And if you type confessions in the promo code, you'll get your first card on us. So visit getcheekycards.com. So this submission comes from a guy who caught his wife cheating. Like I said, I love these cheating stories. They're fun for me. So thank you for sending them in. Caught her in bed with another dude. He kicked her out. He's like, get your fucking clothes and get the fuck out of my house.
As he should.
Then he went, broke the dude's arm in 2 places.
Oh, damn.
Drove him to the hospital. Waited for him. Took him back to his place. They drank beer, watched a movie, and now they're best friends.
I mean, especially if the guy didn't know.
Yeah, he probably didn't know. He probably had no clue.
Yeah, so, I mean, you can't really blame him if he didn't know that the chick he was banging was a hoe. You know? Yeah, good on that dude.
Yeah. I mean, even though you broke his arm.
Yeah. They were bros after that, it sounds like.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
You know, they say that, though, about, like, dudes can duke it out. They can punch each other in the face and beat each other up, and 5 minutes later, they can be fine.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
be best friends. But women, like, they'll carry on the same grudge for decades over something stupid.
I didn't like your toenail polish.
I don't like the way she looked at me. Yeah, over something just ridiculous. And
She farted in my direction.
and it's usually like a misunderstanding. So yeah, good on you. You got rid of a cheating hoe, and you gained a new best friend.
So thank you for that submission.
All right, so this one, it's kind of funny. So this girl, she went on a date with this guy. They went to a concert together. And she said they were drinking, doing all kinds of mind-enhancing substances, what have you.
LSD.
Yeah, just partying it up, having a good time.
Shrooms, some ecstasy.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, whatever floats your boat, right? So, she said that at the end of the night, they ended up back at his place. Got it on. It was good. Everybody was having a good time. Well, I guess the drugs and the alcohol started to wear off. And she said she noticed that she had this like shooting pain in her ankle.
Okay.
She couldn't hardly put any weight on it. So she asked the guy for some ice, and he was like, yeah, go look in my freezer. Well, she found a packet of frozen spinach.
That's kind of like ice.
Mm-hmm. So she got the spinach. She kind of hobbled back to bed. She put it on her ankle, fell asleep, passed out, and didn't think anything else of it. Well, then I guess the next morning, they both wake up, and there's fucking spinach everywhere. Like,
Ew.
all over the bed, the sheets, and the headboard.
How do you get fucking spinach everywhere? What the fuck were they doing?
Okay, so the spinach, it usually comes in like those little paper boxes, right? So I mean, if it thaws
No, I get that.
over several hours. So I don't know if she's a wild sleeper. Like, I don't know, but there was spinach everywhere, she said. And she said he woke up, he took one look at the spinach everywhere, looked at her, like his eyes got real big, and he just was like, what the fuck?
I am never doing LSD ever again.
She said she hobbled. I guess he had stairs in his house, because she said she hobbled down the stairs. He didn't even help her hobble down the stairs, because remember, her ankle's fucked up. She left. Well, come to find out, she went to the hospital later, and she had like a hairline fracture in her ankle. I mean, that's not funny, but it is funny. Can you imagine? There's like just fucking green spinach everywhere in some dude's bed.
That's super creepy, actually. No, that sounds super creepy. Waking up to a.
What would you do if you woke up to that?
You
You probably would do the same thing. You'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I'd be like, "What the fuck was I on last night? What the fuck did I drink? Who the fuck is this chick?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd be like,
"Why the hell is there this green shit everywhere?"
Does she have some sort of weird sex fetish I forgot about?
I think it's funny that he had a pack of frozen spinach in their freezer, because that's one of those things, like, I feel like everybody has some frozen spinach in their freezer.
We do not have frozen spinach in ours.
We don't, but we're not everybody. So anyway, that story was hilarious to me, actually. So I thank you for submitting that. I'm glad you had a good night. And I'm glad you got your ankle taken care of, because nobody wants a bum ankle.
So this submission comes to us from close to my hometown.
Uh-oh.
And it's actually in a place that we've been.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so this story takes place in St. Louis at the St. Louis Art Museum.
Oh, yeah, we have been there.
And that's a great museum. If you're ever in St. Louis, it's a free museum. Go in, check it out. It's completely beautiful. And that's where these two people met for a date.
That seems pretty respectable.
So they're walking around, looking at art. There's 3 floors to this art museum, and it'll take you a good, probably 4 to 5 hours to get through the whole thing and see everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're walking through the first wing of it, and all this dude can talk about is weed. Like, how much he loves weed, how much he does weed, how amazing weed is. Everything completely weed.
Just inappropriate.
In a museum.
Wrong place, wrong time.
They get to the second wing. So this has probably been going on for about a good 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah, a little while, probably.
About halfway through the second wing,
Mm-hmm.
she couldn't take hearing about weed anymore. And she's like, weed's cool and all, but damn.
Yeah. There's only so much weed you can talk about.
So I guess she pretended to leave and went through the rest of the museum alone. Like, if somebody talks about the same thing,
yeah, like nonstop,
for 45 minutes, I'm going to be like, bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, people like that talk about, like, one thing the whole time, or just talk the whole time, I feel like when you'd fuck them, they wouldn't be able to shut up.
You're
Like,
you're probably right.
You're fucking them, trying to get into this, trying to, you know.
And they're killing it because they just won't shut their mouth.
Right, because they're talking about shit that happened 5 minutes ago. I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? I've actually literally put some girl's underwear in her mouth once because she wouldn't shut up. That's what they're for.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that's what they were actually designed for, but...
They work. So, thank you for that submission.
So this one's kind of gross.
I'm okay with gross today, I think. I might be able to handle it.
This couple was at dinner. They were having a dinner date. And the guy started having a choking fit. Which, we've either all been there or seen someone who's having a choking fit. Like, it's kind of scary. It's kind of
Heimlich maneuver-ish?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and that's what she said. She was like, I didn't know, if I was going to have to give him the Heimlich maneuver. She kept giving him water, giving him napkins. He just kind of kept not really choking, but gagging and coughing to the point where she said he actually started to spit food.
Ew.
And I guess throw up a little bit onto both of their plates.
Well, I just lost my appetite.
Right? He actually started spitting food up onto both of their plates. So I guess he finally got whatever it was that was stuck, he got it dislodged. So he started drinking some water.
Gag reflex.
Yeah, calmed himself down. And she was like, and then he just proceeds to start eating again. Like, from the plate.
Who does that? Who is that fucking disgusting?
Oh my god. He just kept eating.
Let me know if you're that disgusting, please. Go to the forum. I want to know, because that is you're not a fucking dog. You don't lick up your own fucking vomit. What the fuck, people?
And then he tried to blame it on his napkin. He said that I guess he somehow accidentally bit off a piece of his napkin and that got stuck in his throat.
Have you ever ate before in your life?
No, he's new here. He hasn't eaten yet. He's new at being human. Well, the best part to me, this is the best part. After the meal was over, they were outside the restaurant. And she said he tried to kiss her after that.
Ew.
And she was just kind of like, no, sorry.
I can't do it.
She kind of turned her head and got the kiss on the cheek.
And then quickly got her alcohol wipe and swabbed her cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then quickly got her ass out of there.
As you should. That's fucking disgusting. How the fuck?
Who pukes on their own plate and then eats it up again? I feel like we're talking about, like you said, like dogs. Like, toddlers don't even do that. A toddler would not even do that.
Not at all. No, a toddler would be like,
you're like, ew.
Fuck that shit. No.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, so thank you for that submission. That is like completely hilarious and completely disgusting, and I loved every second of it.
So this next submission I've been holding on to since probably mid-season 1.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready.
So today's a perfect day and the perfect episode to share it. So it's a little weird, a little out there. This guy had been dating this girl for a couple weeks. They're out and about, just doing whatever. Mm-hmm. They get back to her house. And she lives in this small efficiency house. From the description, it sounds like you walk into the kitchen, and that's your front door. Mm-hmm. You have a kitchen and then a little archway, I guess, into a living room / bedroom and then a little bathroom.
Okay.
So they get back. He goes and sits on the couch, and she goes to the bathroom. She gets out of the bathroom, walks back into the kitchen, kind of has a little scream, and then runs back into the living room and said, "Did you do that?"
Okay.
And the guy was like, "What are you talking about?" She makes him get up and go in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Every single cabinet, every single drawer in that kitchen was wide open.
And neither one of them did it?
And neither one of them did it.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
So she gets a little freaked out. He decides, we need to get out of the house, go for a ride.
Yeah, we definitely need to get out the fuck out of there.
Well, they come back. It's about probably 4 hours later. And nothing else happened while they were gone. Everything looked normal.
But the cabinet doors are still wide the fuck open?
Yeah. So the girl decides to persuade him.
Call an exorcist?
No, she probably should have called an exorcist. But she persuades him to spend the night.
Wait, so they go back there?
Yeah, they went back there.
And they stayed there?
No. And they fucked.
No.
And that was the premise of the story. The guy fucked in a haunted house.
Wow.
And that was a pretty awesome story. I don't know if I'd be a little creeped out.
I would be totally creeped out.
I know you'd be creeped out.
I don't even think I could stay there.
I tried to bring a Ouija board into the studio once, and she was like...
I was like, get that shit out of here.
Be gone, Satan. And I'm just like, it's a Ouija board. No. It's from Parker Brothers.
I don't play with stuff like that. I do not play. That's creepy. That's weird. Ugh, I can feel the hair on the back of my neck standing up. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to actually go through with being somewhere where I know something happened that I didn't do and they didn't do. But I guess stuff like that happens. So
yeah, I mean, I guess it sounds like nobody ended up dead. Nobody ended up with demons in them. So
no, and he got laid. So that's pretty awesome.
I mean, I wouldn't do it. Good for you, dude. Good for him, but nah.
So thank you for that story. Now I want to tell you guys why I've been holding on to that for so long. This is the last Friday of September.
Woohoo!
When we come back next week, we'll officially be in Halloween season.
I like Halloween too. You know, probably next to Christmas. I don't know, because Thanksgiving is up there too, but Halloween is one of my favorites. Like, I do. I love everything. I love the dressing up. It's just fun. Halloween is just super fun.
I love Halloween too, and that is why we're going to be doing a Halloween special.
Oh, did you guys hear that?
So my humble request to all our loyal listeners is to send in between now and October 20th, your Halloween dating, hookup, sex stories. Did you hook up with a ghost? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
So please send us those submissions, and we're going to be doing an awesome Halloween special for you guys.
Okay, guys, it's that part of the show. You know what time it is. Remember, if you love us and you enjoy Dating Confessions and you want other people to join in on the fun, just please don't forget to share us on all your social media. And then, of course, if you don't have an internet connection, you can always do it any old-fashioned way you choose. I'm not going to go through them all this time because you guys already know what they are. And then last, but certainly not least, please remember to leave us a review on your favorite podcasting app or wherever you listen to your podcasts. This guy was out on a date with a girl. They were in a bar. And he said that he thought that they were getting along really well. They were, making conversation. He said, though, that he did notice that she was kind of using her phone a lot more than maybe what she should have. Like, she wasn't totally engrossed in her phone, but she was kind of, checking it here and there periodically.
Maybe she was updating her Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat every 20 minutes.
She was updating her Facebook. Oh, she was definitely updating her Facebook. But what she was doing is she was bitching about the guy that she was out on a date with, which is fine. That's cool. And he would have never known any different. He would have never been the wiser if her dumbass didn't accidentally tag him in one of the posts. Yeah, that happened.
That is great.
So he was like, yeah, she was complaining about me the whole time, and I found this out because she accidentally tagged me in one of her posts.
You know what? I would have actually started replying to the posts.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, so, you want to fuck? Get it over with now?
Thank you. Sorry.
I'm a professional pickup artist.
Wow. But that is kind of shitty. I don't like it when people do stuff like that behind your back.
Right. If you think the date's going shitty and I'm annoying you, just say, look.
I'm out.
Date's going shitty. You annoy me. You're not getting the pussy. Peace.
Let's quit wasting each other's time. Yeah, but for her to kind of be a passive aggressive bitch about it, I didn't care for that. So yeah, that's kind of shitty, dude. But hey, at least you know what she's like now. So thank you for that submission.
So you're going to get a little pissed off at this one.
Okay.
This girl meets this guy. He's running about 20 minutes late.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
When he gets there, he took over the conversation. And she said, I think the conversation was split about 80-20.
Mm-hmm.
His topics included how much money he makes, how much more money he will make in the future,
ugh,
how awesome his job is, how great his fraternity was, his views on foreigners, and this is what she says, word for word.
Oh, Lord.
He especially explained to me how he believes that due to genetics, black people can never be as smart as white people. Henceforth, it is only logical that the living conditions in Africa were worse than in Europe. And that's why only a few black people make it to the top. He's on a date with a black girl.
You know what? I'm not even mad at that. You can't get mad at stuff like that because when that came out of his mouth, like, he just proved that he is an idiot and he doesn't know what he's talking about. And
that's obvious.
Small-minded and closed-minded and probably not that smart.
No.
So, I mean,
not if you're doing that shit.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't really get mad at somebody you can't really get mad at a simple person for being simple.
You were just born that way.
Yeah. I kind of feel sorry for him. That's one of those things where you're like, oh, honey, you're just sad and I feel sorry for you. Now, do I think he's a dick? Yeah, I do.
I mean, how fast after he said that would you have been like, fuck you, bye?
Oh, I would have completely been out. I think I mentioned in a previous episode that, yeah, there was a guy who told me once that he wanted kids that looked like him. So he was ultimately looking for someone that looked like him. But if we wanted to have fun for now, it was all right. I was like, all right, bye.
Sorry that dude turned out to be a fucking douchey racist.
A racist asshole? Yeah, I mean.
But thank you for the submission.
This next story, I'm gonna pose it as kind of like a hypothetical. What would you do if you were on a date in like a nice restaurant? It was a first date, and let's say your date has to excuse themselves to go to the restroom to wash their hands. The waiter comes over to you and says, "Listen, I just want you to know that she's been here 3 times this week, and you're the 3rd guy she's been here with."
First off.
Is that like a bro looking out? Like, is that a server looking out? Or is that somebody...
that's cool on the server.
Yeah.
Totally cool on the server. But first off, rule number 1 is on your first date, you don't go to some fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
You go to some coffee shack or some park or somewhere that is very inexpensive. So I wouldn't even be caught in that situation.
Yeah, because it sounds like this girl was just getting free dinners, is what it sounds like.
Or she's like dating 3 guys at once. One will pay for the dinner, one's a good lay, and the other one likes to talk. I don't know.
Yeah, the other one will listen to all her bullshit and fix shit in her house that needs fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got the alpha, the beta, and the cuck. Mm-hmm. So that's all she needs. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just thought
if she was still in the bathroom and dude told me that, I would have just left.
Yeah.
Straight up, while she was in the bathroom, I'd be like, oh, you said 3?
Yeah, the third one that week.
Third one that week. Try not to suck any dicks on your way to the bathroom.
Right? I mean, that's quite a bit. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I understand when you're single. Because I mean, when I was single, there probably were, there probably were some weeks where I went out on a few different dates with a few different people. I never went to the same place because that's kind of messed up. So yeah, dude, thank you for that. He didn't say whether or not he stayed there or if he left. So I don't know how it turned out. Thank you for that submission.
This submission is epic. It's an epic story.
Like, how epic?
So this guy was in college and he was dating this adventurous girl.
Okay.
And by adventurous, I mean sexually adventurous. Mm-hmm. So they started drinking. They're on campus because they're both in college and they're dating at the college. Well, they walk around, find a bench, just start going at it, getting hot and heavy. They're not fucking yet, but they're just going completely at it. And then they got caught by these freshmen who were basically just watching them, waiting for them to fuck.
Well, yeah, if you're out in the open on a bench and you're pawing all over each other, I mean, somebody's going to be watching.
They decided that they were going to go somewhere else, somewhere a little private.
To the bushes.
And have sex. Well, the girl was like, let's go do it on the steps at the admissions building. He's like, fuck it, why not?
Face down, ass up.
So they go to the admissions building. They start fucking. Campus police show up.
Whoop, whoop.
He jumps up quicker than shit, starts pulling his pants up. She's trying to get her clothes back on.
Oh, my God.
The cop comes up to him, says, look, there's a few places over here that are a little bit more secluded. You might want to go check those out. Fist bumps the dude and leaves.
I mean, the cop knows the drill. He's campus police. He knows it's a college. Like, he knows the drill.
Chick is scared to death. She's all like crying and shaking. I am sorry. And,
Uh-huh.
And probably embarrassed for getting caught by campus police.
Yeah. Fucking on the admission steps. Come on, dude.
That's pretty awesome, though. So they didn't stop there, though. They went back to one of their dorms to finish up the night.
No, okay. That answers my question. I was like, was this in broad daylight?
No, this was at night.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Who's gonna fuck on the administration building steps in the middle of the day?
Who's gonna fuck on the administration steps in the middle of the night?
I would. Mm-hmm.
Dude, you know that shit's probably lit up like a Christmas tree. Good on all of them, I guess.
You gotta be adventurous before you die.
Is that on your bucket list?
To be adventurous?
To have sex on a college admissions building?
Who says I haven't?
Steps. I'm not saying you haven't.
I mean, so totally didn't bang on the admission building steps. Did bang in the Olympic-sized pool we had.
Nice.
So if you guys want to send us your stories so we can talk about them, especially if you're a pickup artist, go ahead, go to confessionspod.com. Either send us an email or send it to us via the forum. And Alice?
Yes, Jack.
In this wonderland of wonderlands, which one of these was your favorite this week?
I think it was the dog man returning to his vomit.
That was my favorite too. What the fuck? I mean, we're
on a streak.
You're a fucking human. I don't know how else to say it. You're a fucking human. Humans don't fucking do that.
Okay, here's the thing too, though. That's even disgusting. Like, if you do that with nobody else around, like, if you just did that at home and you're just like butt ass naked sitting on your couch watching TV, picking your nose.
That's still disgusting.
That's still disgusting. How are you going to do that when you're out on a date with somebody and think it's okay? And then try to kiss them after. Bitch, get out of here.
So here's my thought, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This out of the blue thought that popped in my head. What if they were at an expensive restaurant and he'd never paid that much for food before, and he's like, fuck, if I'm going to pay that much, I'm going to eat it.
I'm going to eat it. If I have to eat it twice, I'm going to eat it. Oh my god.
Kind of disgusting.
Ew. Oh, and then he threw up on her plate too.
Well, she didn't eat it though.
No, she didn't.
He was probably like, hey, can I have some of yours?
She's like, you can have all of it.
So good. So good.
That's just, I mean, come on. You got to know better than that. Like, who was your mother? Who raised you?
The dog.
Apparently.
So that will do it for this week's episode. So until next week.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Jack.